Hello students, this is Ron Donald, your instructor for this course, and I would like to give you guys a little bit of an example of looping. We're going to use the for loop in this example to help you complete your assignment that's due this week called multiply.vb. So this is a quick example of how you can use the for loop to complete the assignment that's due this week. So I'm going to create a simple program called ForLoopExample. And start with submain. And then I'm going to create one variable, and I'm just going to call it num. We'll keep it simple. And I'm going to declare it as an integer. Okay? And then I'm going to start my for loop. So for loop starts with for and ends with next. So I'm going to use the declared variable num, and I'm going to make it equal to 1, and I'm going to run my loop all the way to 20. So my loop will stop at 20. Okay? And then I'm going to do a write line. And I'm going to start with a string, and I'm going to call the string num is equal to. So num is equal to. Now remember, this is going to run 20 times. So it's going to be equal to colon. I'm going to leave a space, so there'll be a space between the string and the actual numbers. And then I'm going to concatenate, and then I'm going to put the variable. Okay, and then I'm going to end the loop, the for loop, with next. Okay, then I'll do a console.readline. And then I'll end the sub. And then I will end the module. So this is just a simple example. Let me save this and run it so you can see what it's going to look like. So we'll do a save, and I'm going to save it in my VB folder, and I'm going to call it, as I called the program, ForLoopExample.vb. Okay? So now I'm going to open up console, and I'm going to, as you can see, I've already tried this, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it again. So VBC ForLoopExample.vb, and then I'll run the for loop example, and as you can see, it outputs 1, and once it reaches the next statement, it goes back and makes the 1 too. It continues to add 1 to it, okay, until it reaches the end, which in this case is 20. So if I were to go back to Notepad and change this 20 to say 100, and saved it. Now, of course, I have to rerun the program. So I will rerun the program. And now, as you can see, it outputs all the way to 100. Okay? So now, let me give you an example of how the next loop works. If I were to change this to, say, -1, it wouldn't output anything because the next statement has it go forward 1, and there is no going forward here because it's saying 1 to -1. So the output in this case should be nothing. Let's try it. Control S, and let me run it one more time. And as you can see, it doesn't output anything because you can't go up from 1 because the next one is -1. So that's a good example of how the for loop works and should help you when doing this week's assignment multiply.vb that's due Sunday night. So I hope this helps. I will post this to Moodle, and you can watch it at your convenience. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everybody.